Hey folks, everything new under the sun. Remember I was talking about cell phone tracking? Well, this is Twitter, X, and this is Tamara Leach. And she was the one who was a main part of the trucker convoy in Ottawa, Canada. And it's about remembering what occurred in Canada. And this is important. There's two images here. And I want to just talk briefly about this. This is from the Ottawa Citizen. So this is what happened during the pandemic. What do you think they're going to do when another massive worldwide thing happens? Maybe war, maybe civil unrest of some sort, or if they believe that the conspiracy theorists are taking over mainstream media. This is what Prime Minister Trudeau said, that the conspiracy theorists are basically going to do away with mainstream media. Well, military leaders saw pandemic as a unique opportunity to test propaganda techniques on Canadians. A plan devised by Canadian Joint Operations Command relied on propaganda techniques similar to those employed during the Afghanistan war. Is your military using propaganda against you? I thought I was a Canadian citizen, and the army, the Canadian army, I thought they were for me and not against me. But no, they're using propaganda against me, and they are absolutely in the U.S. Your U.S. military is using propaganda against you, for sure. So be aware that that's happening. And so if you know that's happening, then you know then to question everything. And the second thing is this. Remember I said, you're using cell phones to track you everywhere. This, again, is from what happened during the pandemic. Canada's public health agency, the public health agency, not the Canadian military, the Canadian Public Health Agency admits it tracked 33 million mobile devices during the lockdown. Why do they track those devices? They wanted to see if their lockdowns were working, if people were obeying the lockdowns. They were and are tracking you everywhere you go with your cell phone. They are using propaganda, mainstream media, to spin a story, to tell a narrative, to ensure that you understand facts as they see them. They are providing information to you, and you need to understand them as facts. This is why you need to question everything that you see. It doesn't matter whether you think it's coming from the left or the right, because your military is putting propaganda against you and putting that on you. And they're tracking you everywhere with all the technology on your person. So, folks, it may be time to start thinking about leaving that cell phone at home. It's not only tracking you, but it's listening to every word you say. And you better believe that the intelligence agencies know how to get into a phone and to listen in on what your personal conversations are. Because if they think you're a terrorist, that's absolutely what they're going to do. They're going to get a warrant for it, whatever they need. And if they don't have a warrant, they're just going to do it anyways, just like they did during the pandemic. And a lot of this information is publicly accessible. You just need to have enough money to purchase this. In the case of the Public Health Agency, you just need the money to purchase the cell phone data from the cell phone companies. So, again, be prepared. Don't believe anything. And start thinking about leaving your digital devices at home, shutting them off, restricting access, and effectively limiting what you say around them as well. And if you don't need a cell phone, get rid of it. That's an extra $30 to $50 a month that you could be putting somewhere else. Something to think about, folks.